With the major confirmed in November and ProHubs Season 1 well on its way, many contestants are asking, is the Finals Esports ready? Hey guys, it's Cody, and you're watching the Finals Central. Before we jump in, we are hosting a community tournament on Sunday, August 3rd. If you haven't already joined the Discord, gather your squad of 3 for a chance to win some multi-bucks. Don't worry, it's not sweaty. We try to keep our tournaments fun and casual with our community sitting around silver through plat ranks. The format follows a lot of what we cover in this video, so if that sounds exciting to you, come check it out. Anyway, let's get to the video. Even after the huge strides for private matches in Season 7 and the somewhat healthy meta in the game, there's still a lot of contestants questioning whether the finals is capable of being a competitively viable esport. While the game does have grassroots organizations like ProHubs creating more standardized competitive formats, there's still some core gameplay mechanics that players feel might make the game incompatible for the big stage. This has caused a lot of discourse across various channels like our Discord and the Finals Reddit, so today we're going to take a look at these more in depth and give our thoughts. Let's start by breaking down what the current competitive scene looks like.
Can he chase the second one? There he goes. He gets Uni down. The headshots are lethal. He gets the third. Are you kidding me?
And from the grave, they take the win.
Dip is able to get it. They're getting shot, but it's not enough.
They know
He
the
gets
stuff.
pulled off, and then
Damn
he
it.
got it.
Things back alive once again. And pressure all around the point. It's been stolen. Brick, take it away.
He goes down. He's holding on to this point. He can't get off it right now. Can Uni do anything? Can he just nullify? He gets on a lava.
ProHubs is the destination right now for all things competitive in the finals. Starting the season off with open qualifiers, the top players from North America and Europe compete to progress into the ProHubs League, also known as PHL. Teams that successfully qualify into PHL are then given a group stage schedule, where they compete against 3 other teams in 5 matches of Cashout in what PHL calls their Playday. For those unfamiliar with Cashout or new to the finals, let me break it down for you. Cashout is one of the 2 core competitive modes in the finals, featuring 4 teams of 3 players each, all battling for the highest total cash by the end of the match. Your team's goal is to unlock the vaults, grab and deposit it into Cashout stations, defend it from enemy steals, and finish with the most money. 2 vaults spawn at the start of the match. Players can run to the vault and interact with it to start the unlock process. After a short time period, the vault will be able to be picked up. Players then rush to pick up and run this vault to the Cashout station, where they will plug the vault into it. This starts a securing process, when players must defend the Cashout station using utility and strategy to prevent enemies from stealing. Once the Cashout is fully secured, a new vault appears. There are only ever 2 vaults at a time, either ready to be unlocked or being secured in a Cashout. 2 Cashout stations are placed randomly as well. Multiple teams can deposit into the same Cashout station to raise its value. This often becomes a high-stakes strategy called doubling. Another unique factor of the finals is the respawn system. Every player starts with 2 respawn coins and gains 1 more after each round. After being eliminated, they have to wait X amount of seconds, then use a coin to respawn if they are not revived by a teammate, or if your whole team is wiped, your team will respawn together in 25 seconds. If you're out of coins, only a teammate revive or team wipe will bring you back. Now let's get back to ProHubs. Depending on placement per map, teams earn league points, which contribute to their seeding for playoffs. Playoffs work in a bracketed system, where teams participate in rounds of the finals final round mode based on the final placement of teams during playoffs. They will earn additional points to qualify for the championship series, where North America and Europe battle it out to take home the prize pool, with only 6 of the best teams per region allowed to move on to the championship series. Final round cranks the intensity up even higher. It's a head-to-head showdown, just 2 teams of 3, 1 cash box, and 1 cash out station. Each vault is worth 25,000, and the first team to reach 50,000 takes the win. Simple format, high stakes, no second chances. Overall, this structure is how professional events for the finals should be played. In my opinion, there isn't too many major changes you could add. However, there are some spaces the community is still concerned about. Next, let's get into why we think the finals is esports ready. In terms of current meta, it's never been better. Teams are playing together, and it's not just a raw mechanic skill check anymore. Everyone has good aim, but can you play together? Can you rotate? That's what is pushing teams to the next ceiling. Comboing tools from every class to pull off some insane plays, and setups is more important than ever. In fact, teams that win fights are often succeeding because they have perfected their utility usage, putting them leagues above more inexperienced players that rely on their basic mechanics, like aiming and movement. That's what makes the game so exciting to watch. It's become a chess match, not just a death match. This level of heads-up play and team coordination brings the finals closer to games like Counter-Strike, where aim is important, but executing and properly using util is arguably even more important. Take, for example, your team's medium dematting the floor, allowing the heavy to get an off-angle RPG on the whole enemy team, and now the enemy team is low from the blast and their lights down, so they counter with the dome shield and attempt to defib, and your light throws a glitch grenade, shutting down the whole defense. Every player is essential. Another thing we believe makes the finals esports ready is the rapid approach to standardization in the pro play. Remember, for this section, we are talking about the top 1%, so don't get this confused with the people in your ranked games or in quick cash. We are seeing more and more standardized play. For team comps, all the top teams are running one light, one medium, and one heavy team comp. Each class is also running a pretty standardized format. The current loadouts we see on all classes are as follows. Light has the 93R, Dash, Gateway, Glitch Grenade, and the H+ Infuser. Medium is the Pike, DMAT, Defib, a movement option, and Goo Grenade. For heavy, the SA-1216, Winch Claw, Dome Shield, C4, or Barricade, or even Goo, and finally the RPG. Team play and team comp standardization is what is bringing down the chaos in the game. You still do have some players like Epi, for example, trying to make the sword work. We've seen the bow out of Oppo, we've even seen Riot Shield. This is not to say that creativity does not exist at top tier of gameplay. In line with this, with every meta, there's counterplay. There's tons of room for teams to devise new strategies that they can use to break the meta. Team-Mills with the Pike in Season 0, anyone? The game is not solved, and it probably never will be. This is what we enjoyed about spectating the finals at this level of play. Even though we think the finals is in a great spot competitively, there's still a ton of concerns in the community. One of the biggest ones is RNG. It's something that everyone talks about. Nobody likes the feeling of being robbed by a system that they have zero control or understanding of, and it's certainly not great to watch either. However, some of the biggest esports are BRs, such as Fortnite or Apex Legends, which include entirely random loot, random circles, and you have to try to read the minds of sometimes 50 to 100 other individuals in the game. In comparison, the RNG aspects in the finals are relatively low stakes, the biggest being Cashout station or vault spawns, sometimes favoring a team. However, I do think they should be more transparent about how these systems determine positions or spawns. And I especially think Embark needs to fine-tune these systems, such as Cashbox and Cashout spawns, a little further, making them a bit more predictable while still allowing space to have those once-in-a-while moments to keep players on their toes. Another pretty big fumble right now is player onboarding and approachability. The finals is a very hard game to follow, especially for someone who has never seen the game before. The amount of gadgets to augment the arena, or just all the destruction in itself. Do I think that's necessarily a bad thing? No, but the core structure of the game should be clearly explained and easy to grasp. Think about it, hitting a home run, scoring a touchdown, dunking the basketball, or sinking a three, all very easy to understand as a positive thing. It's in Embark's greatest importance to support the community and try to develop every part of the game, which includes the TOs, players, content creators, and everyone in between. Speaking of, we do host a watch party for the ProHubs games, where we try to help bridge the gap between players and the pro scene. So check it out every Wednesday and Saturday. It's hard for new players to even understand the concept of the game without having an outside source to break it down, which isn't great for growth. I can speak personally as I've tried to get many people into the game, and it takes genuine effort and dedication walking them through the inner workings. Unfortunately, some people aren't willing to learn, nor have someone to learn from. Shameless plug again, but genuinely, check out our watch parties. If you ever want to learn, they are beginner friendly, and we always engage with chat to answer any questions or spout a bunch of nonsense. Nonetheless, they are a fun time, I swear. The finals has a ton of Hail Mary moments any person can cheer for, but it can be hard to know when that moment actually happens. Let me be fair, it does exist, but it needs to be easier to acknowledge or clearly displayed for all to see. I think working to display information in the spectator UI is always a good route, but especially improving the onboarding experience for players. The open beta had an incredible tutorial video that was advertised, and I'm still entirely unsure why it doesn't play the first time you start up the game, like genuinely. So, what do you think about the current state of the finals pro scene? What would you change? Is it ready to be the next big esport? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, I'll see you at the finals.